One of the oldest clubs in the country, the New Forest Golf Club, began its history in 1888 when a meeting of residents in and around Lyndhurst was called to obtain permission from the Commissioners of Woods and Forests for the right to play golf on the open heath. Permission was granted, also to cut holes 3 inches deep and to roll ground for a distance of 5 yards around each hole. Following the formal receipt of permission, it was unanimously decided to form a club, to be called the New Forest Golf Club. The annual subscription was agreed at £half-a-guinea, and the headquarters was in premises which is now where the Lyndhurst Park Hotel is located. 8 holes of the course were built on an area known as the Bench, and 10 holes on the old Lyndhurst racecourse positioned just across the road. The club grew with the years until the First World War, when a bombing school was sited on the course and considerable damage was done. After the war, permission was withdrawn to use the Bench site, so the course was concentrated within the old racecourse area. The damage from the bombing school was repaired, and the course continued to prosper until the Second World War, when, in 1939, the Army pitched the largest camp ever sited in the forest, and the course became a training ground for tanks. Rumour has it that a tank lies beneath the boggy hazard short of the 15th green, but no member has yet been brave enough to prove or disprove this fact. The long climb back to recovery started for the club after the war. Compensation for the damage was claimed, but by the time it was paid, it proved just enough to build 1 green, the present 5th, and apart from one short spell when the club broke even, the going was extremely tough. In 1959, however, heavily in debt, the club was about to close when Peter Swan, a professional golfer, fell in love with the area and decided to purchase the club. He eventually paid off the club's debts and, armed with just a spade, set about rebuilding the course, while his wife Gladys looked after the shed that was the clubhouse, which stood where the 11th green is now sited. As Brian Huggett, MBE, wrote, "It is always nice to relate to success stories, and when they are about a fellow professional, then it is even more of a pleasure." In 1996, Ross MacDonald purchased the club. Ross, a keen golfer himself, with a sincere passion for the New Forest environment, achieved his aim to provide enjoyable and affordable golf for all. In May 2004, the club was purchased by the members, and with their backing and energy and enthusiasm, they are taking the club forward, while still keeping up many of the old traditions. Since acquiring the club, the members have invested significantly in the course and the clubhouse. Today there is a fine testing 18-hole golf course, together with a comfortable clubhouse with all the usual amenities. It is a most popular venue for visitors. The clubhouse is situated at the end of a long drive leading off the A35 road between Southampton and Bournemouth. The club is laid out in a typical stretch of the New Forest on fairly flat ground. The course totals 5,536 yards, with a par 69 and some of the most scenic holes in Hampshire. We encourage quiet and responsible enjoyment of our golf course to ensure that the special character of the New Forest is not damaged. Functioning in an area where conservation of the unique playing environment is high on the list of priorities, we seek to preserve the special feel of our long-established course in a way which is sympathetic to both the wildlife and the surrounding countryside. The club is part of the Crown Lands of the forest and sits within an area of great natural beauty. It includes a mosaic of dry grassland and dry heath, together with the small areas of wet heath, mire, pasture woodland and riparian woodland. The surrounding forest landscape is well wooded and tranquil, with a gently rising topography of woodland and heath, and has all the natural beauty and special qualities of the wider forest that led, in March 2005, to the formation of the New Forest National Park, the highest level of protection that can be given to conserve and enhance the natural beauty of the New Forest. The golf club lies on the boundary of 2 landscape character areas, being furzy woodlands and villages and eastern forest heaths. Some of the key environmental features of these character areas are a gently undulating landscape drained by several small watercourses which flow south to the Bewley River and east into Southampton Water, large areas of ancient and ornamental deciduous woodland and riparian woods, including alderwoods and sallow groves. The course is open to grazing by commoners' livestock, who roam freely over extensive areas of the New Forest's unenclosed lands, playing a vital role in maintaining open habitats free of scrub and controlling the more aggressive species such as bracken and purple moor grass, and maintain the richness and variety of heathland and wood pasture habitats. It is therefore not uncommon to see ponies, cattle, donkeys and the odd deer or two while playing around on the course. Animal damage is taken as a way of life, and local rules regarding repair and placement on the fairways enable the game to be played with little interruption, and rather than marking the course, fairways are defined with a cut grooved line. The course, as part of the New Forest, is a highly protected site. It is a site of special scientific interest, a national nature reserve, a Ramsar site, and under European designations it is a special protected area and a special area of conservation. The New Forest is internationally recognised for its extensive tracts of semi-natural vegetation, with particular importance being given to the large-scale representation of three ecologically valuable habitat formations: lowland heath, valley mire and ancient woodland pasture. The forest is recognised as a special protection area for the conservation of a number of species. These are honey buzzard, Montagu's harrier, kingfisher, woodlark, nightjar and Dartford warbler, with the New Forest holding 75% of the UK's population of Dartford warblers. The New Forest National Park Authority took up its full powers in April 2006. Its purposes are to conserve and enhance the natural beauty, wildlife and cultural heritage of the park, and to promote opportunities for understanding and enjoyment of its special qualities. The whole area is designated as an SPA, Special Protection Area, SAC, Special Area of Conservation, and a triple SI, Site of Special Scientific Interest. And the New Forest Golf Club encourages its members and visitors to respect and enjoy the stunning beauty of the New Forest. As Peter Allis once wrote, "If you want to become involved in one of the really nice things in golf, go along to the New Forest Golf Club and have a game. In these days of high-powered, chrome-fronted clubhouse, it is nice to get among the real people in golf." The club has an unrivalled reputation for friendship, social activities and golf competitions, and is renowned for its unique Sunday morning shotgun start competition, when at 8 o'clock members report to the club and, using a number of starting tees, play a competition. By 1 o'clock they are back in the clubhouse, with the winners being presented with their trophies by the club captain. What an atmosphere is created. No wonder the place is so popular, and the members lucky enough to get their names on the starting sheet are the envy of other golfers. The club is welcoming to all, embracing and supporting the needs of players, members, visitors and volunteers who are at the heart of the club. Everyone who visits the club is assured of a warm and friendly welcome and a unique opportunity to experience the natural forest course. Come and visit us soon.